안녕하세요. 미라클 리딩입니다. 오늘 The Present 32쪽에서 37쪽까지 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. The young man broke into a smile. It was so obvious. He took in a deep breath and relaxed. He looked around the cabin and appreciated it in a whole new way. He went outside and saw the silhouette of the trees against the night sky and the snow atop the distant mountains. He saw the moon's early reflection on the lake and heard the birds' late evening song. He was now aware of so many things that had been right in front of him all along, but he had not seen or felt them before. Now he felt more peaceful and happy than he had felt in a long time. He didn't feel like a failure. The more the young man thought about the present, the more sense it made. Being in the present means focusing on what is happening right now. It means appreciating the gifts you are offered every day. It occurred to him that whenever he was in the present, he was more aware and focused on whatever he was doing. He was more like the masonry artist who had built the great stone fireplace. Now he realized what the old man had been trying to tell him since he was a boy. When you are in the present, you feel happy and successful. The next morning, the young man awoke refreshed. He could hardly wait to go and tell the old man what he had discovered. As he dressed for the day, he was amazed at how much more energy he had. He remembered how he had been the night before. He made his discovery when he focused on where he was and what he was doing right then and there. He was thinking about nothing else. He was glad he had come to the mountains to think, and it had helped to be on his own. He reminded himself to be in the present right now. He took in a deep breath and regained a sense of peace about him. He thought it is amazing how simple it is and how fast it works. Then he frowned and asked himself, could the present really be that simple? After all, isn't life complicated? Things certainly seem complicated at work. Could simply being in the present make you feel happy and successful? He had to admit it seemed to be working for him. But as he prepared to leave, he began to wonder, how does the present work when the situation you are in is not as enjoyable as being in a great mountain cabin? It is one thing to be in a good situation, but quite another to be in a bad one. And what, if anything, is the importance of the past or the future? As he journeyed toward the old man, he realized he had many questions he wanted to ask him. Bing! The moment the old man saw the young man approaching with a wide smile and clear look in his eyes, the old man called out, "You look like someone who has found the present." "I have," the young man exclaimed. The old man beamed. He knew the young man would find his way. They both enjoyed the moment. Then the old man said, "Tell me how it happened." Well, I found myself feeling happy and realized that I wasn't thinking about what had happened to me in the past, and I wasn't feeling anxious about what might happen in the future. All of a sudden, the obvious occurred to me. The present, the gift you give yourself, is just that, the present moment. I see now that being in the present means focusing on what is right now. The old man said, "That is true in two ways." The young man was not listening. He continued talking. "I was in a good situation when I found the present. I was in my friend's mountain cabin." Then he asked hesitantly, "I was wondering, how does being in the present help when you are in a bad situation?" The old man responded with a question. "When you became aware of the present, were you thinking about what was right or wrong at that time?" "I was thinking about what was right. I knew I was in a beautiful place and I was enjoying the quiet time." The old man said, "Consider this. Even in the most difficult situations, when you focus on what is right in the present moment, it makes you happier and gives you the needed energy and confidence to deal with what is wrong." Even in the most difficult situations, when you focus on what is right in the present moment, it makes you happier and gives you the needed energy and confidence to deal with what is wrong. Thank you for listening. Bye.